Hey, if there's one thing that's important about running a business and being successful, it's having a great looking sign. You've got to get people to know who you are. Signage is so important. We've got an expert here to talk about it today, everybody. Stay tuned. This is the Your Little Castle Show. Welcome everyone to Your Little Castle Show, where we talk to all of our experts in our communities. We've been all around the country now. We got a number of cities. Chicago recently. We've had Tulsa. I'm trying to think of a couple guys came from Fort Lauderdale, I think. We've had guys from around the country, but we've got some great experts. And if you look at most, I think we did the numbers. About 90% of our guests so far have come right here from St. Louis. That's where we're based. And with that, we'd like to talk about with everybody from all the different industries that we can imagine they're out there, and we all know most of those, but we do a lot of construction, roofing, decking, siding. We've had a marriage counselor, we've had a fitness coach, we've had a spiritual leader, and today we're talking about something that's just kind of close to my heart because as somebody who just loves talking business, it's impossible these days unless you've got great signage. I don't know how many times I've had an event, we're doing some promotion, and we said, we got to get a big sign. We got to go get a sign. And we've got an expert here to talk about it. Welcome to the studio. We've got another thing in common here. Both of us are coma survivors, but welcome Dustin Janes. He's the owner and president of Sign Inc. Extreme with an E. Extreme, 636-248-8005. That's a cool phone number, too.
Yeah.
But we both went through a coma. Similar incidents, got in a bad accident, right?
I did.
And you're here for a reason.
I am.
And we both have big scars on our head. If you look at us closely, he's got one going over here. I got one going over here. Makes you look tough, right?
Yeah.
Should have seen the other guy. My dad would say, you should have seen the other guy, man." But hey, man, those scars are proof that we've all made it. So with that, we give a shout out to our sponsors, Carroll House Furniture, because you like nice things. Where? In your little castle. And you might have built your little castle, your little kingdom, with the business that you've made successful by having an awesome business that you run here somewhere in the beautiful parts of our country in here in the United States of America. With that, we've got your Facebook page up, and the newly designed website looks great. And exciting stuff you got going on. Welcome to the Your Little Castle Show.
Thanks for having us.
All right. Dustin has got some extreme knowledge here, and we've got some really good work. We've been pulling pictures up to show us all the stuff he's done. What is it though that led you here to this particular industry? Why did you decide to jump into the signage space?
So I have a big background with art and everything, anyways. And my dad was like falling in his health, and he sold me and my brother the business before he passed away, and his one wish was that we continue the business, and the business is like top priority. Like, I have a big passion for what I do, and like customers and everybody, like, they seem to be very pleased with everything that I come up with, like their completed projects. So like my job is awesome.
Yeah,
I love waking up and coming to work every day.
That's cool. Yeah, that's a great start right there. If you're going to be successful, loving what you do. If you have a passion for what you do, they say you'll never work a day in your life, right?
Yep.
But also, I would say it's very unique to have that artistic ability. Combine that with a good business background and work ethic, you can be very successful. But there are not too many people who are really good artists. I had a little bit of an affinity for that, and my mom talked to an artist, and he said, well, wait, give him a couple years. Sometimes that fades, I don't know, whatever. And I could draw a little bit. I was not very good. I got into it, we were talking Corel Draw, vector graphics. Oh, somebody must know a little bit about this space, but I was not good. So then they said, Carter, why don't you just do something you're actually good at? So I got into computer technology stuff. This is all after the baseball career. But I wanted to be a graphics guy. You've got that eye. You can draw the stuff that we're seeing up on the wall, that beautiful cart. All that stuff is your artistic work.
Yep.
Yeah. So when you put together something, somebody can come to you and say, this is what I want, and you can pretty much make it happen.
Yep, we do.
That's awesome when you've got that ability. So what do you think that has led to your success? I mean, Dad had the company for quite a while. You've taken over now, 16 years in business total for the business. What's been made you so successful?
I get to know my customers on like a more personal basis, to kind of feel them out to see what they're looking for with like their designs and everything, and I I try to go above and beyond for whatever I'm completing for them. Like
That makes sense. Do a little bit extra. They say excellence is achieved by doing a little bit more. You don't have to go 10 miles past, but just give them more. Don't ever give anybody less than what they would expect, right? That's a good way to run a successful business. 16 years in business. How long have you been in the artistic space? What, have you started drawing as a kid, or how old were you when you first started?
So when
this
I
skill?
was in first grade, I actually drew some. I was drawing 3D in first grade. I taught myself how to.
3D?
Yeah, like I drew
Okay.
a three-dimensional tent, and I made the newspaper for my town in Huntington, Indiana. Like that was like the front page, like down in the little corner. I was like, oh, this is so cool.
Nice, yeah. You got the ability. You can start rendering 3D. You've got to have a pretty in-depth mind to be able to pick up the cut. There's a lot of the shading that goes into that, right, to
Yeah.
make it 3D and all that stuff. I've done a little bit. I'm not very good at it, but I've heard about it. I've read about it, right? I tried it. Not very good. But if you've got that kind of a mind and a mind for the abstract, you can kind of picture everything and then
Yep.
transfer that to paper.
Yes, we can.
Okay. And so that makes it easier if somebody wants to have something. They've got an idea. You said a lot of people are coming to you with AI these days. How does that
Yeah.
impact the way you think? And then you've got to translate that into what a computer understands.
So Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator is not too friendly with AI, but like I found a little loophole in how to get things vectorized so we can make people's ideas come to life. It just costs a little bit more to make it happen.
Yeah. So then somebody can go to their computer and give a voice prompt to one of their favorite AI bots, whether that's Grok or Gemini or ChatGPT, and then they spit out an image and then hand it to you. You can convert that into something that they can make into their sign.
I can. Yes, I can.
That's important, yeah, because we do have. I've seen so much work now. We did some re-renderings of our original graphics, and they had the little bubble effect, and I can make a 3D shading. But when I said make this bubbly, whatever I'd settled to do, boom, we got all the new graphics. You can look at our stuff. But then does these tools help you to be more efficient and more creative too?
Yeah. I mean, so AI, I kind of clash with it sometimes, but
Okay.
I'm getting used to it. Like it's kind of just how life is. You gotta move with the change.
Right. Yeah. They say if you ever want to be successful, learn how to adapt to change.
For sure.
I'll never forget a particular circumstance in my corporate job, and somebody got moved and didn't necessarily want to be moved, but they said, "Hey, it's all about how you adapt to the changes that you must overcome, because that's what life is all about. How do you respond to that change?" Tell me about your team. It's you, your brother, and then you've got some guys you contract periodically
Yep.
to make this all happen.
Like we do window tint too, and our tinter, he's mobile, so that's one thing that like our shop offers that not a lot of shops offer is like our tinter can come to you as long as you have a garage or a shop bay that he can work in, and
Okay.
that is one of our perks to our tinting that we offer at our business.
So car tinting, that's another great caveat too, because they've got. I'm guilty of. Recently, they've got these new plastic tints you can slide in, and they don't come out as well as you hope. They do the job. I've got a new Tesla, and they've got it all pre-cut and everything, and they're more of a thicker film, and you can remove them, but there's a line in there. How much does the average tint job cost if you wanted to do 2 front windows?
Now that all depends on if you're doing a ceramic tint or a standard tint. Like ceramic tint cuts out anywhere from 96 to 98% UV rays, which saves on interior and the heat within
Right.
your car. Standard tint, we're only looking at 15 to 30%, 30% tops on
Oh, really?
cut out of UV rays. Yeah.
Okay. And what's the limit for the front windows so that once the police officer comes talk to you, they can't say you had too much tint? Do they limit that now at 60 or 50 or 30?
It's 35 for the
Okay.
front 2 passenger windows. I think the front windshield's like 85%. It's like super light. Like
Okay.
then the tint strip on top, there's a mark on your windshield which tells where the legal limit is.
Okay.
And then far as the back, you can go 5%. Like it doesn't matter.
Okay. So that's letting through 35% of the light, not blocking 35%.
Right.
you said 5%, that would be almost none blocked, but you're saying it's actually blocking 95%. Okay.
But the way that the tint works is the darker it is, the lower the number. Like.
Okay. So it's how much light it's letting through.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Nice. And so then, who are the guys that help you? You've got your brother. Tell me about your brother and how long he's been working with you.
So when my dad first opened the business, like my brother used to do all of my dad's installs, like with my uncle, and it was my uncle and my brother, and then my dad did what I do, which is all the graphic design work and everything. But like, I like to be very hands-on too. I can't just sit in the office, so I gotta have hands-on and be out in the shop doing installs too. Like,
Okay.
You can't just keep me at the computer all the time.
You've got the artistic background, so you can make this beautiful work. And I'll scroll down here on the website and keep it behind us for a second. But there's lots of great looking graphics that you've done. Some people we all know well are Car Shield guys. Worked with them many years. And so, but those truck wraps, so those are primary.
Yeah, that's kind of one of our number one sellers is the vehicle wraps. We're starting to do fleet vehicles for a few different companies, and the wraps are a big part of like our business.
Yeah, and then you do a lot of your standard outdoor signage too. Are some of those lit? Are they? How do most of the people? Are they in a metal frame? Tell me a bit about their outdoor signage too.
Well, we can do anything from chloroplast, like the chloroplast outdoor yard signs and stuff, to your standard like aluminum sign that's got the vinyl overlay, and we can do lighted signs as well with the clear plastic and the overlay, and then like a lot of lighting now is moved to like LEDs, and it's like low voltage LEDs to where you can leave them on all day and you won't even see it in your electric bill. You like it's a couple cents on the dollar is what we're talking about.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you got keeping up with the technology, everybody. That's somebody on the cutting edge. Their LED is, a lot of people know that, is kind of taking over. See, look at that incredible, those parrots and everything. That's on that golf cart. I want to zoom back out to the widescreen. Look at this work we've got here. Really on the ball here, and it's good to see somebody like Dustin tackling his passion for life and making something really happen out of it. What is it about your business? First, I mentioned you do have a couple guys you say that come in periodically. They get your gentleman who helps you with the window tint, and then other guys they'll come in to help with other work. What other work? Is it wrapping? It's a lot of work.
Yeah, the wrapping. Like I can do a lot of like the standard cutouts and stuff. I can do that by myself, but like when we get to like the bigger wraps, like it's kind of like a two-person job where the placement, like far as like holding the placement on the.
It's not somebody holding the turntable. Not that kind of wrap, right?
No.
Okay, but it's because how big are the pieces that you're putting on? Do they cover the whole side of the?
So we're like, it depends on if we're doing a printed wrap or like a standard color. Like a printed wrap, we have a 54-inch printer, so I can print up to 52.38 inches.
Wow.
And like as long as I need to, like up to 150 feet, like because the rolls you can get a 50-yard roll.
And it's close to 5 feet, 4.5 feet or so.
Yeah,
I guess so. Yeah,
yep.
And then
solid colors though, we got 60 inches. Like so if we're doing like solid colors or translucent colors on cars, like we can got 60 inches worth there. Okay.
Some people, rather than paint the car, they cover the car in a color like you're talking about, right?
So that's something I try to sell people on. Like with new cars, like your best bet is to just come to us or another person to wrap it, because you'll save your paint. And whenever you go to resell your car, like just remove it and you got your brand new paint job underneath it.
Oh, okay, yeah. So a lot of people, we've seen some people waste a lot of money getting cars painted, or they get a cheap paint job that falls apart.
Yep.
But what's the cost to wrap a car like that these days?
It all depends, because we go off of square footage. I mean, if you're looking at like a full size, we charge by the square footage. So square footage, we're roughly at about $13. Most shops are at $14.50 a square foot.
Okay.
When it comes down to it at the end, people can shop elsewhere, but we're definitely going to come in like on a full wrap $200 to $600 cheaper than anywhere else you're going to go.
Okay, good. And that explains why you've got a good start on some, because you've taken over recently and redid your business profile. You are on the BBB. I'm going to put that up for everybody here to see, and that's they have picked you up and down here it shows you got that A+ rating. That's cool. And then we see your reviews here. A lot of good things going on there. Getting started there. Nothing but 5-star reviews there. Making you feel good. Have a good feedback from some of your customers,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Big time.
Okay.
Like I said, the relationship is kind of key to this business. Like, I have to have a good relationship with my customers.
Yeah, lots of business owners you're going to work with in this space, and those who are trying to promote their event, their business, what's going on. With that, we're going to share some of our fun out in the community. We got to hang out down at Busch Stadium and see some of those statues, another representation. It's really a form of marketing if you think about it. But check out what we got going on here. Then a little bit about why we do the show, a little bit about how the show we do here, what we do to help businesses in the community, and then we'll be back. Stay tuned, everybody.
All right, everybody, just got our bobbleheads. We're outside of Busch gate number 4. There it is, gate 5 up there. Right next to this exit, we got our hand stamped. There it is, hand stamped. And but yeah, you can see there Cardinal Cowboy performed. Who we got? My buddy Brooke and his son King with us. There they are. Gate 4, and so you can see all of the ballpark village amenities. You go in up there, but we're going back around over here to go back to our car. We're going to show you the statues. These statues are pretty amazing. A lot of ballparks have them, but very few have the kind of superstars that the Cardinals have had over the years. So we're going to walk through these briefly. There he is. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Thank you. We'll check him out. There he is. Rogers Hornsby. George Sissel. Cool Papa Bell. Bob Gibson. Lou Brock. Stan the man usual. There's another one for him. Red Shane Deans. There he is. Ozzie Smith right there. Enos Slaughter. Dizzy Dean. And the most recent, Ted Simmons. All right, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed our little walk.
His name is Carter Rethwich, but in St. Louis, he's known as the Cardinal Cowboy. He's a well-known fixture in the stands at sporting events in the Gateway City. He's one of its greatest cheerleaders, a super fan like no other. When he makes his rounds at almost every home game, he shares his love for sports with the rest of fandom with a smile, a cheer, some positive encouragement, and lots of selfies and pics. But the Cardinal Cowboy was born of a tragic incident. Rethwich was an aspiring athlete in high school and college. He dreamed of playing in the big leagues, but those dreams ended when he and 3 of his college friends were hit with a devastating crash by a 5-time drunk driver. One of his best friends died. Carter suffered a critical head injury. The trauma put him in a coma for 6 days. The doctors said he was never expected to function again. Those expectations never came true. He fought back and finished college. He was determined to prove the doctors wrong. Among other inspirations, it was his love of baseball that kept him going. And from his near-death experience, the Cardinal Cowboy emerged. His goal in life became to inspire others with positivity despite the odds, to help people believe in themselves and achieve their dreams.
So after my coma, I realized that it was up to me if I was going to accomplish my goals, if I was going to reach my dreams. Despite what the naysayers would say, the people that were discouraging me, like they do everyone, it's up to me if I'm going to make it. Don't listen to the naysayers. It's up to you. You decide whether you're going to succeed, whether you're going to reach your goals. Dream, and then always, always chase your dreams. Never give up. Giddy up.
So we're hearing all the time now why people need to be on our show. And it's pretty obvious. These days, the stats are proven. If you're going to get people's attention, you've got to get them with video. Google loves video. YouTube, obviously, is where you put your videos.
and it's just a no-brainer. The problem is, until we kind of put together this whole format, there's no other way to get this kind of quality for the cost we put together. Because I'm a computer nerd, because I figured out how to automate, systematize, we've systematized this. Mom and Dad made me go to computer classes just in case the professional baseball career didn't work out. And so we started off doing 1 show, then 2 shows, then 3 shows, and then we had to jump to 5 shows a week just to fill the demand, because here you get a professional video that looks dynamite, that'll let your business really showcase what they do, and you don't have to spend $10, $15, $20, $30,000 to do it. So if you'd like to be on the show, get a hold of us and understand these stats. When you're on a show like this, when you put this on your website, you're going to decrease your bounce rate by 34%. You're going to increase your close rate, your conversion rate, by up to 80%. We have clients tell us they get 25% more closed deals because of the show. They track this, they can speak to that. And you're gonna just get an overall boom for your business. You've gotta do video. If you don't do it through us, do it somewhere. Do it yourself, but do it professionally. Don't make your business look worse, make your business look better. This video can be used for up to 7 years. We have clients, we did an interview with them, 2020, it's 2026. They have made over $360,000 by using our video. They came back to do it again. So get a hold of us, jump on here, go to bigleagues.com. That's BIGG leagues.com. Or call us or text us right there, the phone number you see there. And we look forward to having you on our show. Stay tuned. Giddy up. All right, there we have it, everybody, and lots of fun. It is the stuff we get to do in the community. But running around Busch Stadium, one time I thought, how often do we have a tour of the statues? So we got two clips for that. Maybe the next interview here we have Dustin will show the other one. We get both sets of all the exterior festivities they have down there at Busch Stadium. But with that, let's talk a little about the numbers. I'm a computer guy, baseball guy, sports numbers. Give me that cost analysis. I guess there are the people that might try to print their sign at home. They're just not even going to come close to what you've got. They're piecing together 11 by 8 pieces of paper, and the quality won't last. What are some of the benefits they get by coming to a professional shop like yours?
Well, I have 52 inches of print space, and I can print up to 150 feet long. So my print area is a lot more than what you're going to get at home, and the quality of the material coming out of our shop is way further than anything you're going to get at home too. So
yeah, I say the quality you get is just tremendous, and it's pretty quick too. What's the average turnaround somebody can expect from you, depending on what they're trying to get done?
In a wrap?
Well, let's say for just a sign, just a printed sign, not even a
printed
outdoor sign. Just
a couple days.
Really? Okay.
Depending on how busy we are, yeah, but it's usually a couple days.
Okay. Can somebody even come in same day if they have an emergency and the printer's available?
So I'm real big on in memory of stuff. So if you come in with, and it's something for an in memory of deal, due to just because my dad recently passing away, like I'm quick to like drop. I won't drop at whatever I'm doing, but I stop what I'm doing, and that's a priority, and I'll pull the extra hours overnight to finish up what I was originally working on.
Yeah, you mentioned that you don't have a problem working 12, 14, 16-hour days.
Not at all.
And putting in the work that it takes to get that done. Why should somebody choose you? Obviously, you've got some passion for this. What is it that you think that really sets you apart?
Anything that comes out of our shop is going to be the quality of something like I would expect coming from another shop. So you will get like the best of the best. Like you'll get what you're expecting coming out of our shop for sure. And I'm real big on going over proofs with people before I print anything. So before anything is ever even printed, you're going to know what it's going to look like. And 9 out of 10 times, like the finished product looks better than anything I've ever even put down on the proof. I
say many times people are bringing something into you and you're making it look better than what they brought in.
Yeah.
Is that true? That's good to see, because so many people, they just don't know what to expect, and they come up with something that looks okay, but you can make it look dynamite. You've got skill, especially Adobe Illustrator. Is that where you touch up everything?
Yep.
Photoshop. Those two big programs. I've been playing around with those for many years. Have you heard of GIMP? Have you ever seen GIMP? Okay, it's a free version of Adobe Photoshop. Different. Doesn't have the output that you guys. It's probably not big in your industry because the formats are not going to match up. But yeah, there's so many tools you can change, masks and interlace and just capturing portions of the screen. But you can take a picture that somebody's got, convert that and make it into a great looking logo, image, or sign.
Yep. And then if you come in with an idea and just let me know kind of what you want, I'll mock some drafts up and I'll throw it your way, and we can come up with something like that golf cart.
Yeah, that golf cart what you got there behind us on the screen, everybody. Dynamite. Doesn't that look so cool? Just a little bit of some of the examples. Check out the website. We were scrolling through that earlier in the video. Go to the website, signinkextreme.com, and look at just some of the work. He's got hundreds of pictures out there. Also, Facebook page. I'm going to put this up on the wall for everybody to see as well. But you can see trucks in the shop getting ready to get wrapped, big trucks, delivery trucks, signs, all kinds of boats, you name it. They can wrap it, print it, and signage for your office space. Just all around, got everything you could ever imagine you need. There are no certifications to become an illustrator, right, or a designer, but years and years of experience pay off.
Yep, it does.
Learning Illustrator, learning Photoshop, but also having that creative mind and combining those together.
Yep, for sure. My brother's real good with like the Avery Dennison wrap vinyl that we put on. I'm getting used to it.
Okay.
But he's
a master on that.
Yeah, he is for sure.
Very good to see. What are the benefits of working with you as a small business owner? Somebody like yourself, obviously hands-on. You're going to take it to the next level. You're going to make sure it goes through the process you have to keep a high quality.
Yep. I just go above and beyond for whatever somebody's wanting. Like that is my goal. Like is to make them really happy and pleased. Like whenever they leave our shop, like that's my ultimate goal. I want them to come back for repeat business. It's another goal.
There you have it. All right. Tell me the process. By now, some people are going, all right, I got to hire this guy. Go to the website. I'll put that up on the wall here. They can click to set an appointment. They can call the phone number. What happens as soon as they talk to you? You walk them through the process, and how long does that take?
And I'll give them an estimate depending on the price. Most jobs, like if it's a higher end job, we require like half down on like wraps and signs, and like lighted signs are 75% down. And then like lighted signs usually have like a 4 to 6 week leeway, like before you're able to get it done. And then, but like wraps, as long as like we don't have other people in line for wraps, then we can get you rocking and rolling. Like this guy that today, his truck will probably be done by Thursday or Friday next week. So
okay. And get to it. So an expert, everybody, in the signage space, and somebody, well, how many times do we all have those signs? We know they need to look professional. It's a representation of your business. It's like a website. You got to make it look great. And an expert here, we're going to have Dustin stick around for another half an hour. If you missed either one of our shows, you can watch everything on our YouTube channel. Stay tuned, everybody. This is the Your Little Castle Show. Giddy up.